In the silent corridors of our minds, wounds often lurk, wounds inflicted not by any physical force, but by words left unsaid and apologies never given. Life, with all its complexities, often leaves us in situations where we have been hurt, misunderstood, or treated unfairly by others. Yet, for many reasons, those who have caused this pain may never say the simple words we long for. I'm sorry. Perhaps it was a parent who failed to show you love the way you needed, a friend who betrayed your trust, or a spouse who left without explanation. Sometimes those who hurt us are unaware of the extent of the pain they have caused. Other times, pride, shame, or ignorance prevent them from acknowledging their actions. No matter the reason, not apologizing can feel like a wound that never fully heals, leaving behind a bitter taste, disappointment, or sadness. The emotional impact of unspoken apologies. The need to apologize is deeply rooted in our emotional nature. Apologies represent acknowledgement someone is recognizing your pain and taking responsibility for their part in it. When an apology is withheld, you may feel as though your feelings have been invalidated and the injustice has not been addressed. Unspoken apologies often lead to 1. Persistent resentment. When we are hurt and not acknowledged, resentment builds over time. It can turn from a minor annoyance to a burden we carry with us for the rest of our lives. 2. Erosion of trust. Trust is fragile, and when someone wrongs us without admitting it, it becomes harder to rebuild that bond. We may begin to doubt the other person's motives and integrity in future relationships. 3. Self-doubt. Sometimes, when we don't receive an apology, we begin to doubt ourselves. Am I overreacting? Am I being too sensitive? This self-doubt can erode our confidence and self-esteem. 4. Suppressed emotions. If you've been hurt but haven't received an apology, you may choose to bury those feelings instead of facing them. However, over time, suppressed emotions can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. Why don't people apologize? Understanding why someone may never apologize is essential to finding peace. Here are some reasons why apologies are often suppressed. 1. Fear of being hurt. Apologizing requires us to admit that we were wrong. For many people, this is an uncomfortable position because it makes them vulnerable. They fear being seen as weak or flawed. 2. Pride and ego. Pride can be a major obstacle to apologizing. The need to maintain an image of superiority or self-righteousness can prevent a person from admitting their mistakes, even when they know they have caused harm. 1. Fear of being hurt. Apologizing requires us to admit that we were wrong. For many people, this is an uncomfortable position because it makes them vulnerable. They fear being seen as weak or flawed. 2. Pride and ego. Pride can be a major obstacle to apologizing. The need to maintain an image of superiority or self-righteousness can prevent a person from admitting their mistakes, even when they know they have caused harm. 4. Cultural or personal beliefs. In some cultures or family systems, expressing remorse may be considered unnecessary or even taboo. Others may believe that actions speak louder than words, and that by moving on without addressing the issue, they are actually addressing the issue, healing without apologizing. The power is within you. The path to healing does not always require the other person to admit their wrongdoing. While an apology can provide closure, waiting for an apology that may never come leaves you stuck in emotional limbo. The real power is within you, the ability to heal, let go, and move forward. Here's how you can begin this transition. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. The first step in healing is recognizing and acknowledging your own feelings. You've been hurt, and it's okay to feel pain. Don't ignore or minimize it. Write down your thoughts. Express your feelings through art, music, or talk to trusted friends. Let yourself really feel so you can begin to release. 2. Forgive without apologizing. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It is not about excusing someone else's behavior or pretending that everything is okay. Instead, forgiveness is about releasing the pain that is holding you back. It is about freeing yourself from the anger and resentment that binds you to the person who hurt you. By forgiving, you regain peace and emotional health, even if the other person never apologizes. 3. Reframe the story. Instead of waiting for an apology, try reframing the situation. Ask yourself what you learned from the experience. Often, our greatest pain teaches us the deepest lessons about boundaries, self-esteem, and the importance of emotional health. By shifting your perspective from victim to empowerment, you can find strength in your own growth. 4. Find closure on your own terms. Closing doesn't always have to come in the form of a conversation or an apology. You can create your own ritual to close a situation. Some people write letters to the person who hurt them, not with the intention of sending them, but as a way to express all the emotions they've been carrying around. Others meditate, engage in healing activities like yoga, or perform symbolic acts like releasing a balloon to signify release from pain. 5. Focus on personal growth. Instead of dwelling on the apology you didn't receive, focus on your own personal growth. How can you take this experience and use it to better yourself? Perhaps it has taught you to be more cautious in certain relationships, set clearer boundaries, or practice more self-compassion. Use the pain as fuel for your personal growth. 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. It's important to have a support system of people who validate your feelings and provide emotional support. Whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, talking about your experiences with someone who understands you can be incredibly healing. They can offer perspectives you hadn't considered and help you process lingering emotions. Moving forward, letting go of expectations. As difficult as it may be, letting go of the expectation that someone will apologize is key to your healing. People are complex, and the reason they don't apologize may have less to do with you and more to do with their own emotional limitations. By releasing the need for external validation, you will regain your power and control over your own healing journey. Over time, as you learn to navigate the world without apologies, you will find that peace comes from within. You will realize that you have the ability to heal, grow, and thrive, even without the acknowledgement of those who have hurt you. The strength you build from this process will help you face future challenges with greater resilience and grace. Final thoughts. A life beyond apologies. There is a quiet, profound power in healing from wounds that no one ever apologizes for. It is the power of realizing that your happiness does not depend on the actions of others. It is the wisdom that comes from understanding that people are fallible and that sometimes the apology we seek may never come. But ultimately, you don't need someone else's words to heal. The healing is yours to claim. By accepting your feelings, forgiving yourself for your peace, and moving forward with resilience, you will find that the scars of unspoken apologies no longer define you. Instead, they become a testament to your strength, your maturity, and your ability to move beyond pain. When you let go of the need to apologize, you open yourself up to a life filled with inner peace, emotional freedom, and the deep understanding that true healing comes from within. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so we have the motivation to make more good, meaningful, and valuable videos for you.